this is Tony from One Up TV. And, have you ever wanted to kill your friends? It's a weird question, but there's a fun game where you can. It's called Dead by Daylight.
Ooh, it's hot.
And it's really freaking awesome, and you should play it.
Oh my gosh.
And I have some friends here who actually played it. We were survivors, and, we didn't make it because we suck. But I have Jetz.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And I got Matt over there.
Hey.
Now, I played the game in the beta phase. It came out, actually, on the 14th of June. Today's the 17th. And we played it on our last day of E3 on the way out of the building, actually. There was a cool line. They had a nice little setup. It was pretty sweet. And we sucked. We got murdered because the guy we actually played was somebody who has played the game a lot. He's a streamer, and I forget his name, but he streams. I'll insert the name somewhere in this video. But how'd you guys like it?
It was it's like it's like experiencing like Left 4 Dead for the first time.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like to me. Like a brand new like type of game that felt this like Left 4 Dead, but this time around is more about sneaking around, more about like outsmarting your opponent. And that's something that like games don't do that much like nowadays. It's more about running and shooting and like killing all other players. But this time it's just like strategizing, doing a lot of like you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta make sure that you have a plan with your teammates, and that's like amazing. That's awesome. Like not many games can pull that off right, and they did it.
Which is pretty hard to do, especially with a small team, especially when you're with people who've never played it before.
Yeah.
And with a game that's pretty new and pretty, I believe, niche. Like it's you have 4 survivors who have like 0 abilities other than to poorly fix power generators, and you have to fix these generators, about 5 of them, in order to escape this gated hell, pretty much. And then you have the killer who can kill you. He just goes around and whacks you with a machete.
Which is controlled by another player.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Evolve, but I think it's a lot more simplistic, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it's good for a game to be simplistic, which people don't seem to understand.
I tried like comparing this to Evolve, because I did try Evolve. Yeah. I did not enjoy Evolve as much as I thought I was going to enjoy it.
Evolve had too much stuff going on and not enough like cohesiveness to it.
Yeah.
This is simple. You're trying to survive. Mm-hmm. You've got generators. Here you go.
Yeah.
So
wait. What did Evolve have?
Evolve's the shooter. You had a trapper. You had like a
There's
person
a big monster.
A heal. Remember a big monster. Like you had this too much stuff.
Okay.
I mean the only way comparison wise I can think is because you have the 4 versus 1.
It was kind of like Left 4 Dead with Monster Hunter, where like one player plays as the monster.
Yeah.
And he has to like get away from the other players.
It's kind of like the 4 survivors Left 4 Dead, and then the tank's always after you though.
Yeah,
the tank is nonstop after you, but no weapons. Good luck with that. Trying to drop stuff, throw pallets down, trying to slow them down.
Yeah,
run. That's the main thing I've been when we were playing over there in E3. Like just run, bitch, run. That's what I kept saying. I didn't know what else to say. I was scared actually.
It's scary.
It's a very scary game.
Yeah. I was actually startled the first time I got hit.
Yeah,
our hearts were racing. Whoa. Yeah, especially near the end.
I was shaking, especially towards the end too. Yeah,
I was scared for you because you were the last survivor.
I was the last survivor, and I was like, I thought I juked him, and I thought I scared him, which I did. I went up into the building. There's a building you can go into, and you can find an item because you get hit once, and you kind of stagger, and you kind of make noises, and the killer can hear you, and you leave a blood trail, which the killer can see. I guess this makes sense. You're in third person as a survivor. The killer's in first person, so their vision is a little lesser. So they have a lesser field. And they can see the blood, though. So what you want to do is you want to find a med kit, which can be in chests, which are in houses that you can find. Well, I found a house, and I found a chest. Well, I opened the chest, and he found me. And apparently I went and talked to the guy afterwards, and he's like, I didn't know where you were until you opened the chest. He's
Yeah.
like, I heard the chest open.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like, I heard you, and then I came after you. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's obviously.
That's why I was like, how did he know?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how. And he's
That's
like,
that's
"No, I
stuff
heard
that
the
you
chest."
like kind of learn when you play the
Yeah.
game. Like
Yeah.
the more you play, the more you figure out stuff. Like apparently, like also like if you pass around like birds and stuff like that, crows, they
Yeah.
just like make this sound, and he as soon as he heard the sound, it's like instantly he knew where to go.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like Evolve did the same thing too. There's like birds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If the birds would fly, like you would get a notification, but it was kind of cheesy. Like it would say like, oh, the birds 41 meters would go away. But this you know the guy.
It's
who's
all
playing-
sound.
it
It
was
doesn't
just-
say
you heard it.
it doesn't
Yeah.
say notification like, oh my gosh, like.
Yeah, so the game mainly is based on like sound and sometimes visual cues.
Yeah.
Like when Matt was getting attacked and he was down and he got hit, I would see that his player would kind of get that red highlight,
Yeah.
kind of like in Left 4 Dead when he was getting murdered. So I could, if I wanted to, try and go get him.
Is it
that-
worth it? Probably not.
Yeah.
But if you knew what you're doing, I wouldn't know.
I tried to save a few people, but
You
like,
did.
right when I got to them, they died.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
So there's not much
No.
you can do because the killer places you on a hook and then you get sacrificed to heaven. It's not heaven, but
It's a sacrifice all the way to sacrifice kingdom or
you
something.
get
I don't know.
sacrificed to someplace. I mean, it's a pretty sweet game. It's the is it the isometric? Not isometric. Asymmetric? Yeah, asymmetric gaming.
Asymmetric game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the survivors end up playing in third person.
Yeah,
While
and then the other person's
while
in-
the killer is playing in first person. He has a limited like field of view, which helps because you can easily, well, not easily, but you can actually dodge, like move around him,
Right.
and like hide in places, which is something that like it's it adds to it, right? Because he's like his movement is a lot stiffer than the other survivors. So
Definitely a lot
like,
stiffer.
so something that's very recommended to do is like be agile, like move around trees and stuff like that. Make him
Yeah.
like actually have to turn around and like actually move, because that will actually slow him down. And he also runs faster than
Yeah.
you. So like just going gun blazing running is a terrible idea, because he will get to you and he will like grab you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a horror movie. You don't
Yeah.
want to run straight into the middle of the field. You're gonna get freaking axed.
That's the best way to describe the game. It's like a horror movie, but you play with your friends online.
Yeah. There's no voice chat in it, but I mean, you can always get on like.
Discord or
Discord.
Skype.
So I guess it wouldn't it would kind of like lose the feel, I guess, to the game. I think.
You can say that, but at the same time, it's like,
It might make
hey,
it more.
what are you gonna do? Like the best thing you can do is like say like, oh my gosh, I'm hooked or whatever.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do? You're still gonna have to figure out like how to get to them.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I don't think that will ruin the experience, but it's like the fact that it's not there, I think it's good. I mean, if you really want to like use voice chat, you can use voice chat,
Yeah.
but with your friends, not with like random strangers, because that will give like a unfair advantage if you're playing like with random strangers and you
Yeah,
just want to
especially
play by
like
yourself.
Especially for the killer, he'd be kind of screwed.
Yeah,
You're like, we're just gonna go over
they're
here.
kind of
go
like
here, go over here.
yeah.
He'd be like, oh, okay, well, guess I'll just hang out and watch you guys hit the generators. I mean, it's a pretty fun game. It's from small developers. I mean, it's not like it's not even expensive. It's $20.
Yeah, just $20.
Like, and it's definitely
and you
worth
can
it.
play it, and it's like out on Steam right now. It's like, and they're at the current moment from this recording, they don't have friend invitations, but that's because they're at E3. But as soon as they're done with E3, they're gonna like work on a patch so that you can play with your friends. So it's like no better time than now to actually go and like try it out for yourself and give it a go.
Yeah, I think if you own Payday 2, because it's through through Starbreeze, that the not developer but the publisher. Yeah, I think there's a deal too. I think it's $17.99 instead of $20. So that's pretty good. Like,
That sounds good.
it's fun. I mean, even just, I mean, I do have to say that when I first tried it, it's like I got the beta early. I honestly didn't like it, but like after playing it for like an hour, my hour became 2, which then became 4, which became 6. And
it's a game.
Yeah.
It's like one of those games that you want to like. Don't play one game and then say, okay,
yeah, this is dumb.
This is dumb. Give it give it a try. Play it for like an hour, and from there you can make your judgment whether you like the game or not.
I mean, everyone there was loving it except for the 2 people that walked away.
Yeah.
After they died, but whatever. That's
But
fine.
but of course they didn't play. They haven't played enough. You know?
They just walked
Exactly.
away. They're like, no.
They just got mad because they died really quickly.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
the game is good. The game is good.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should definitely give it a try.
Gets our approval. And it was one of the only 6 games we played at E3.
Gosh dang it.
Anyways, guys, if you have anything to say, let us know in the comments below. Hit that like button and always ask for the boom button. I think
that
I'm
what you
getting it
said?
right. No, ask for the boom button. No, hit the boom button, which is the subscribe button. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, we'll plug in our Discord too, since people
Yeah,
can
oh,
join
yeah,
us.
that's
right.
right. Discord.
So we can
You
play.
guys want?
Yeah.
It's
you wanna talk to us
it's
sometimes?
discord.me/oneuptvgames.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can talk to us.
Yeah,
And we can play some of that.
And it's a
Yeah.
and it's a good place if you want to find someone to play the game.
Yeah,
like that's a
games.
good place to look, and it
killed.
will get you started.
games.
Definitely. I know that we will probably be playing this game at some point in
Yeah,
the
we will.
future. Definitely, because it's really cool.